So this second topic is on the remote audit. So I believe here mostly all of you have experienced audit. Um, Either it's for food safety system certification or mesti, or maybe GMP, HACCP, even FSSC, anything, or even halal certification. You must experience audit. So, however, I understand that we usually get used to physical or on-site audit. Physical on-site audit, we are get used to it. Auditor do some plant walkabout, they check our record, they take samples from our documents. Okay, so once this remote audit established, you hear about this remote audit, we might have this kind of fear, or maybe afraid, or maybe some kind of like uncertainty feeling, overwhelming feeling, like how this remote audit going to be conducted. What is this remote audit is about actually? Is it the same like our current or our kind of audit that we are used to, this physical audit, or is it more difficult than physical audit? So we thought that this make this uncertainty make us feel like, okay, we are not ready for this yet, so better we postpone. They uh, us we might be having this feeling. So is it going to be a threat? Is this remote auditing going to be a threat for our business, for our food safety system certification? We're afraid that it will be the threat. If it is a threat, then it may become a risk to our business. So first, beforehand, I give you a definition. Well, I define to you what is this remote audit is actually. So remote audit is actually meant to say is a virtual audit. So virtual audit, uh, opposite to physical audit, means you are not face to face with the auditor. Okay. But how we implement it is that we use ICT tools, those technologies tools. Those technology can be an email. Even an email is considered as ICT tools. The Zoom that we are currently doing now. Sometimes people not going to use Zoom. They are familiar on Microsoft Teams or Google. Anyway, it's still the same. Some of the method that you use to conduct the remote audit. Okay. Third, maybe using some kind of like Google Drive to share the link. So all these tools are being used uh, as part of the way auditor conduct their audit, and the information transfer from auditee to auditor, from us to auditor. We transfer the information using all these tools. Okay. So this information can be either, like I say, maybe email, so Google Drive, all those things to transfer all those documents or records, or if using Zoom to conduct in terms of interview, okay, to interview those staff, okay. So we're afraid that this might become a threat. Okay, so for this remote audit, currently, actually now, because after more than 1 year, 2 years already, certification bodies already adapted to these changes. Okay, they also to fulfill and to want, and they also do their job in terms of providing an option for food industries. Um, okay, we cannot do audit by physical, but we have another option. We provide remote audit. So this remote audit has become an option for them also to conduct audit, because they also understand that they don't want to jeopardize, they don't want to be a factor for food industry not to maintain their food safety certification or halal certification. Okay, so uh, my side here, sorry, some certification body can be private CB, okay, but today I want to just focus on those government authorities. We focus on that government authorities because I see that mainly here, all of you here is already my clients, so I know that most of you here already experience more on government authority certification. So who are those auditors or certification bodies that have adopted the remote audit? So for example is MOH itself, okay, for their GMP certification, HACCP certification, okay, they have already conducted, even you, if you can see here, they have provide guidelines for remote audit. Okay, and if this is accessible in their website, so which means that we can find it here. They already provide a procedure as our guidelines, so we also can prepare our stuff. So MOH BKKM also already provided the option to have a remote audit. Okay, also NPRA. Okay, even though NPRA is not for food, they are for non-food. But what I want to emphasize here is that those government authorities also have done try their best to do their job, do their task as an auditor by providing this option to do remote audit. Okay, even halal, halal hub Jakim. So Jakim also has um, train their auditor to ensure that these auditors are able to do remote audit. Okay, there's no excuses. So they've trained their staff. You can see here from our sharing here. So if these government authorities, if these certification bodies already adapted to these changes, they are already providing guidelines, they are already providing options for the food industries for remote audit. So why don't we take this instead of threat, we think this remote audit as an opportunity. Let's think this way, okay? Because this is about our mindset, especially for I understand that business in terms of business view, business perspective, they have to ensure that this is not this is not a threat, this is not a risk to their business. So why don't we turn this remote audit as our opportunity? Okay, let's allow me to pointing out to you what are those key points that might can be helpful, that can be helpful to your business, your certifications on what those items that you need to take care of and take note for this remote audit. Okay. Okay. First key point for this remote audit. Yeah. To ensure to change this to opportunity. First key point. Make sure your team learn all the online tools. Okay. You need to ensure your team have time to familiarize with all the online tools. Okay, learn all these online tools. Like I mentioned, email, Zoom, Microsoft Teams. Okay, even Google Drive, WeTransfer, Dropbox. All these are considered as online tools that your team can go and explore. Okay, provide the resources, let them learn all these online tools, because when you are fully prepared and you understand how to use these online tools, this can be your opportunity when conducting in the remote audit. Okay, plus different authorities have different methods. So please make your team familiarized with all the online tools. And then second point, second key point that your side needs to take away is that please fully utilize the time given. Okay, make full use of the time given. Okay, because auditor might communicate with you. Usually they will communicate with you, call you or through email or whatever to decide on the timeline or the audit date. So you make sure you have an ample time, an ample of time to be fully prepared and make use, fully use of the time given. Okay, even based on our experience, we have experience whereby these auditors are still can be considerate. They can still consider our situation because, like I said, everyone is experiencing. We are all in the tough time in our life. So everyone going to understand the situation from the other side. So example, one of our clients, what they are experiencing is that one of their staff that should be in the remote audit, that should join the remote audit last minute, he or she get vaccination appointment, and that date for the vaccination is the same date for the audit date. Okay, so what happened is that the clients call with officer in the auditor, and this auditor is very helpful in terms of they are very considerate on this situation, and this stuff is very important. Okay, so what happened is that they agreed to postpone, okay, into a few days after that. So yeah, fully utilize the time given. Don't hesitate. I mean, we and auditor, we are able to communicate. Okay, there's no right, there's no wrong. As long as we communicate, we agree, we confirm, definitely we can deliver. Okay. Okay. Last key point. Please keep all your documents and records up to date. Why? Because yeah, later on we have to send this to officer to the auditor. We have to send all this documentation and records to auditor. So we have make sure you check, review all your documents and records, ensure they are all up to date according to the latest requirements. Okay, get your time to prepare. Sometimes they also auditor also might provide checklist depending on the auditor itself. They might provide checklist. So just ensure that all your documents and records comply to this checklist. Okay, complete, reviewed, and also up to date according to the requirement. Okay, and I would like to emphasize here, especially the document change, the document control procedure, master copy, okay, how you distribute, revise to the latest version, okay, should be according to the latest requirement. Even like previously we mentioned on the posting registration, it is also a part of the supporting document that needed for audit. So it's also a part of the to-do list, up to date um, task, up to date action that you need to do. So from these three key points, why don't we think this as an opportunity? You fully prepare yourself, you be ready, let yourself to explore all these things, okay? Allow yourself to learn. Let this as part of your learning process so that you can enjoy this journey, okay? And from this journey, yeah, they might be fail, they might be success, but uh, the thing that you say failure, it's actually maybe not a failure, it's a success because you have already achieved something, small achievement. For example, you have car does not mean you fail. You have time to improve. You have time to improve. Don't think car as something that you are failed. Okay, it's a time for you to improve. So us as Medcom, we are using this channel, this webinar as part of our contribution, what we can say as part of contribution, not only to food industry, also to society. As much as information and updates that we have, we want to share with you, we want to guide you, but at the end, we also hope that your side here change your mind, change your mindset. Um, from your mindset, positivity can come to you. I personally believe that. So change your mindset. Turn this into opportunity. Okay, we are not going to jeopardize on your on our certification and our business. Let's not bring this remote audit as part of that threat. Be it an opportunity.